Morning, this is Freeze Notice meteorologist Joshua Seneschal with the latest weekly El Nino weather update. Well, let's start off with taking a look at the latest probability forecast for El Nino developing during the critical months of July, August, and September. Right now, the Climate Prediction Center is forecasting a 55% chance that El Nino develops during these months. Now, based off of recent trends and several climate indicators, we at Freeze Notice Weather expect an even higher probability. So what do we typically experience during El Nino patterns? Well, for one, above normal rainfall for the central and western Corn Belt, areas that do need the rainfall right now, and we typically see above normal corn yields. And in general, our latest thinking is that corn yields will be above the latest USDA forecast of 158.8 bushels per acre. In addition, during El Nino years, the probability that corn yields beat the 5-year average is for the U.S. 72% and also for the state of Iowa 64%. In addition to that, the probability of yields falling below 85% of the 5-year average for the United States is 0%, which means it has never even happened. For the state of Iowa, a mere 9%. So we're seeing a higher yield floor in addition to above trendline yields during El Nino years. Now, conversely, during La Nina years, the probability of yields falling below the 85% threshold is over 20%. So obviously we're looking at stark differences from an El Nino to La Nina, and most of the conditions we're looking at are generally favorable for high corn yields. Now let's take a look at the table here. This shows yields and the probability of exceeding these yields, and this is based off of the forecast for an El Nino developing. And right now we're expecting a 67% chance that corn yields will exceed the current USDA forecast. We are also expecting a 51% probability of corn yields beating the 5-year high of 164.7 bushels per acre. So with that being said, let's take a look at the weather that we've seen in the last 30 days. This is a look at percent normal rainfall over the last month. And what you can see is we've had near to above normal rainfall in portions of the central and eastern Midwest and into the Delta, below normal rainfall in northwestern areas of the Corn Belt. Now, during El Nino years, we typically see above normal rainfall for the western Corn Belt and below normal rainfall across the eastern Corn Belt. So areas that need the rain now are favored to receive the rain during the summer, and areas that already have had enough rainfall, areas that have abundant soil moisture, typically see a bit of a drier pattern heading into an El Nino summer. So, with that being said, what are the implications? Well, I think the answer to that question is fairly obvious. Looking ahead, we're going to have more updates coming up in the next several weeks. The full written report, which will accompany this video, can be found on agriculture.com's weather site. And again, we'll have more reports coming out in the following weeks. We'll have a full written report available for purchase in May, and that will be a revision to the current forecast, taking into account the latest planting progress. Thank you for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for the next update.